Hello and welcome to XRL Round 8 at Qatar. Joining me tonight, I'm Stone Shuffle, is Asthma Frog.
You were going to say nerd. Yeah.
I was gonna say nerd.
I thought it was coming.
Yes, our recently failed esports driver, alongside me in the commentary box.
Whoa, throwing shade at a brother there. It's unnecessary, man.
Probably is, yeah.
That was out of choice more than anything.
So,
And
bit
it's
lower attendance than we were expecting tonight. I think we've got 9 cars on track. I think we were hoping for 13, but it looks like we've had some late pullouts.
that's not what you want to see. Although, it means there's plenty of points on the board for those who have turned up.
Absolutely. That's it. Guaranteed points if you finish. No matter if it's 25 seconds of penalties.
Like
think-
me.
Yeah, like you, exactly. I think we're going to see some high penalty totals here. It's so easy to breach track limits, particularly for pushing on your lap.
Yep. I'm not entirely sure who's going to be winning this today.
Well, let's say it's a bit up in the air, this one, because I've seen some of these drivers drive some laps, but most of these guys I haven't seen do any practice for this week's race, at least not in sessions that I've been in, so it's kind of
I think
bit of an
Jeff's
anyone's
seen-
guess, this one.
Sorry, Jeff stream weren't showing the weather. It's still on the. I don't think he's loading the stream up, so I'm guessing it's going to be dry.
I'd imagine so. Alright, well, on board with Shikari, who's the first car out on the track to go for a lap. That's Zola in the chat saying it's dry. It'll be
Thank you,
X1
Mike.
that's wet. Very good.
Oh yeah, of course it will.
And hello Danny, I saw you say hello before, I wasn't yet doing chat. This looks pretty tidy so far.
Yeah, I'm on
Nice and
board.
tight
with
to the
it.
apex. Does kind of feel like Shikari's scrubbing a bit too much speed off in these corners. That's the key to a quick lap here, isn't it? It's maintaining your momentum through the turns.
Yeah, it's huge around this track, especially.
Just need to trust that the rear of the car is going to grip and just fire it in and put the accelerator on as early as you dare.
Yeah, it's a big thing. Just trusting the grip of the car. That's on a pretty tidy lap so far.
Yeah, Shikari's on a decent lap here. Definitely looks like he's driving within himself though. And the classic, he's run out of ERS deployment before the end of the lap. And it's our 123.2.
Not a bad time.
Got Edgar just coming to the end of his lap. Should really put up the telemetry in that, shouldn't I?
Yeah, it'd be a good idea. Matt goes first with a 122.065.
That's a good lap time, right? It's particularly right at the start of the session. Edgar with a 22.2, so pretty close at the top so far.
Yeah, it's a really good time.
Hey Wadu, how you doing?
Oh, what was it? I'm gonna start calling him OnlyFans Waddle. Inside joke.
Looks like Jeff's going to be the next one to start a lap. Just coming into the final sector. Jeff seemed to be a bit disappointed with his pace yesterday, so don't know how much of his practice he's got in today. I think he was hoping for about a half-second improvement on his lap time that he was posting yesterday in practice and dev. There we go, starting off his lap. So I'd have to say, I think given that the first laps from Mag and Edgar, I think they're probably going to be the ones competing for pole here. Tidy lap from Jeff so far.
Yeah.
Fastest sector 1 from him so far.
Yeah, very tidy so far.
Oh, just a bit too tight. Yeah, just a bit too tight.
Yeah. Unlucky Jeff. He'll be furious with himself for that one.
Shall drop on board with Danny. He's next car on track on a lap.
Yeah, see, I don't know much about Danny, so hopefully he can put a performance together.
Very experienced racer. Not sure how much racing he's done on this game. I have seen him streaming a couple of times a week, so I think he does do a bit of league racing still. But I think he's another pad user, so again, it's quite a difficult track this for the pad users.
Well, he's looking alright so far.
13% ERS coming out the final turn, that's quite low. And his deployment's used. And yeah, 22.9, putting him in 4th place.
Like the two AlphaTauris are way ahead at the minute.
And Vipper's boxing, he's invalidated.
Mike's still in the pit, isn't he?
There's Flavor. Flavor's coming around for his lap. So returning driver to XRL. It's been away for it must be about a year now, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe more. And still sporting the XRL on his gamer tag, so clearly he didn't lose his love for the league.
Yeah, he's got to respect that.
It's just, honestly, it's just, this track is just about believing that the car's going to hold. Just chuck it into the apex and put the accelerator on as early as you think you possibly can. You'll gain all the time out of the turns.
I'm seeing a lot of drivers not trusting the car, just letting off too much. It's scary unless you've done it, you know.
I'm not sure if the game's bugged out. That was another claim from the game there, that this was the fastest Sector 1 from Flavor.
Yeah, they'll probably do that for every driver then.
It's kind of weird because it usually does that with Sector 2, doesn't it?
Yeah. Shikari's just started another lap.
Pulling good speed through the fast right-handers, and now to one of the most difficult turns, the quick left-hander. Going into the final turn. Keep it tight. And push, yeah. Oh, nearly lost it. And it's a 23.4 from Flavor. Is that Jeff next coming round?
Yeah. Still wonder why XP drivers just drive around in their outlap at full speed.
Yeah, it's certainly not the optimal way because you don't have enough tyre temp by the time you reach the start of the lap. Plus, you can burn off more fuel by riding your brake.
You're taking wear out of the tyres as well.
So Mike's predicting he's going to be P7 or P8.
That's respectable.
Respectable? I think he's been quite harsh on himself there, to be honest.
He really doesn't like this track.
Yeah. It's one of the. It's quite a Marmite circuit, this one, isn't it? It's either folk love it or absolutely despise it.
I think
if you get into a groove,
controller and wheel. I think that's the main divide on this track.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. But if you get into a decent rhythm with a track, it can be really rewarding to drive. Much like Jeddah in that respect. So I would like to say at this point, having looked up last year's pole position time at this circuit set by Max Verstappen, every single driver who has set a lap time so far would have been on pole last year. As he set a 1:23.7.
You definitely got that right.
Yeah. So I think we could safely say they've not quite got this track right on this game. Jeff did well to hold on to that, bit of a save.
Here he goes, across the line.
Drive for the line. 23 something, look at it, yeah. 23, all the threes. Who's next on the track? Shikari. Oh no, Shikari's boxed. Haas. No, Vippa's boxing.
Yep.
Mike
is it?
heading to the final turn. Still got a decent amount of ERS left. Oh, didn't trouble the apex there. And drive for the line.
Oh my.
And a 23.6.
23.6. Not bad.
Jeff's on his latest invalidation.
Jeff being Jeff.
I know, honestly, I think if he just took to lap ups without invalidating, he'd be pretty competitive.
Yeah, he would.
Looks like Lowe's on a back-off lap, building up his ERS by the look of it.
Yeah.
Is that coming into the final turn? Oh no, it's just Jeff going in the pits.
Lowe's coming into the pits as well.
That's what I'll do. Mike's going to do the unthinkable and finish P20 out of 9 drivers.
I think Mike might as well be the safety car today.
I think, as Kev would say to me sometimes when I give him some jip, I think you're throwing a lot of shade Solo's way there.
He is, isn't he?
We've got Danny coming out the final turn on just to start his lap.
See if we can put one together to get him closer to the front too.
He's got his teammate ahead of him on track. Looks like he's on an outlap, so hopefully you'll see him come in and move out the way. Oh, little wide there at turn 2. Oh, just held it within bounds there.
Yeah, just.
Over a quarter second up on his best time so far.
Yeah, not a bad first sector.
Oh, that's decent pace through there as well. Yeah, this is a pretty tight lap so far. I think he'll have a decent split here too. Yeah, 4/10.
I think if it weren't for them going wide before as well, he'd be even closer to the front too.
So give him a pretty solid P3. He's held on to that. Yeah, so that's a good final turn as well. Plenty of pace held through there. Deployment used, drive to the line. Oh, yeah, P3.
22.5, good lap. Considering he had them two
moments, yeah.
Yeah,
that's it. Lost at least a couple of tenths running wide in turn 2, I'd say. So yeah, decent lap there. And Lowe looks like he's on yet another outlap.
Edgar's got no
I'm sure we were just watching him build up ERS before.
Yeah. Edgar's got closer to Mag. Did Mag improve? No. It's only Edgar managed to improve. Mr. Viper Bite, who's not yet got a lap.
Must have missed their laps because they look like they've already completed it.
Yeah.
So just this Vippa on a lap just now. Oh, that's such a difficult corner, that one.
The Apex.
That's it, DRS zone. Plenty of ERS left in the tank. He's been a bit cleverer with it. And it's going to be a 24-2. Shifted to low for his lap. He's just finished through sector 1 and he's 3/10 up on his best time so far. So that'll put him right in Danny's territory at the moment. Oh, some good lines on display here. You can tell we've shifted to a wheel user. Inputs look a little bit smoother. Oh, this should be a oh no, just a little bit too wide, invalidated. Looks like Mike and Modo have decided to basically take lumps out of each other in the stream chat.
He's going out lap now. Jeff's on his lap. He's
Jeff's
just,
on it, yeah.
Just started, yeah.
Just into turn one.
Mike and Shikari.
Come on, Jeff, you can put together a lap here.
I think Dan's just went out on his out lap now.
He has, he's just on his out lap.
Is he going to make it?
Was Danny in the Haas? Yeah, he should do. Imagine he will do. So Jeff's 10th and a half off on his best time after Sector 1. Jeff's got at least a mid-22 in him.
Yeah, looks that way.
Oh, that's a tough corner to get right as well. Ripper's retired in the pits, his quali's over. He's just under a 10th up. Good speed maintained through that sector. Lowe's also retired, not enough time to do another lap. Oh, Jeff, I would have dropped down to 6th for that turn there. Just to give you the extra momentum. Out the final turn, he's still got plenty of ERS left. Gonna be an improvement. Yep, half a second quicker.
Not bad.
22.8. Got Shikari coming around the final turn now, and he's invalidated. This is Flavor. No, it's gone around the start of the lap. Shift to Mike. He's gonna. Oh no, so apologies. Magic Mag just crossed the line and he was less than half a tenth slower than his previous best lap.
Yeah.
Mike's going round, he's 3/10 up at the moment. Coming up to the final turn. I drive to the line again, plenty of ERS, he's running on fumes. And a 23.2. P7.
Is that what he said earlier? He'd get P7.
P7 or P8, I think he was predicting.
Good shot, mate.
Proving the idiom that whether you believe you can or you can't, you're right. Oh, Danny somehow didn't invalidate there. Not quite sure how. Coming into the final turn. We haven't seen any sector times to know if he's up. All deployment used. Don't think he's going to improve. Only does by exactly a 10. So a 22.4.
Nice play. Not about that.
So that's our order.
I think that's it. Yep.
It's the AlphaTaris first and second with Magic Mag and Extra Allega, with third going to Danny, fourth to Jeff, fifth to Low, sixth to Shikari, seventh to Flavor, eighth to Zola, and ninth to Vipper. And that'll be our grid for the race. So it looks like we might be in for a bit of an AlphaTari battle here.
Yeah, it looks that way. Well, it's a long race, anything can happen. Jeff's got himself in a pretty good position.
It's nice to see a wee Scotland flag in third place.
Yeah.
Representing. And for some reason, Mike's sporting the Finnish flag.
Finnish Mike, we'll call him. Right, that's that. Right, I'm just gonna... I'll be back in a minute.
So it'll be interesting to see which strategies drivers go for today. So definitely a one stop,
It should
unless
should be hard medium.
unless your
This, I mean,
setup's really wrong, in which case it's a two stop. Often if your geometry is quite aggressive, then you could end out on a two stop, because it's quite tough on the tyres this track. It'll be interesting to see what combinations of tyres drivers go for. So I think the most common one's probably going to be the hard medium. But we've already seen in the dev race that drivers elected to go the opposite way around. And I don't think we'll see any softs unless we've got an extremely late safety car. Because I think in terms of like performance, they'll probably only last a couple of laps and then they'll be gone.
yeah, I think 3 laps and then there's a huge drop off.
And this is the worst track of the season for fuel usage.
The worst.
Absolutely insane. Oh yeah, this is worst by miles. So I think you'll see most drivers between 2.5 to 3.5 laps over on fuel. Will be my guess, depending on driving style. Can you think of a worse track on fuel than this?
Not off the top of my head, no. I think you're probably
So
right.
no then.
You're definitely right. I don't know what I was thinking there.
But I guess if you want to take a risk and you're feeling like a bit spicy, then perhaps you could go evens on fuel and hope for 9 safety cars to bring you back into the race. Because that's how many you'd need.
That's true.
And I'm absolutely delighted that Codemasters have actually fixed something and fixed the visual bug on this track so that the floodlights actually don't look like they were drawn using giant Rubik's cubes.
Right, so the 2 AlphaTauris look like they're on mediums for now. Everyone else on the hards.
Interesting. We've seen this a couple of times before from cars at the sharp end of the grid, going for the softer tyre initially to build that gap.
Yeah.
It could be a sound strategy, to be honest, because they do seem to have a little bit of a pace advantage, the two of them, before you then hit Danny and then Jeff and Lowe quite close after that. So
Yeah, that can definitely work if you've got the pace advantage, which they seem to have. So, yeah, I mean...
I think potentially if I was running in Danny and Jeff's place, I think I might be tempted to match that.
Possibly.
Just to not drop off the back of the front two.
Yeah, well,
but
once you drop out
tyre
that
temps
DRS
could be a bit nuts.
If you drop out that DRS zone, you
Well,
might
done.
as well say goodbye to the race, yeah.
Yeah, you're done. It's worth a ridiculous amount on this street here because most drivers will be running pretty hefty wings. So I'm sure when you were following me and vice versa in the dev race, I'm sure it was worth at least 4 to 5 tenths on that straight.
Oh, easily. It's a long straight as well.
Particularly if you nail the final turn.
Yeah,
We're wishing everybody good luck. Indeed, good luck to everybody. Remember, the race isn't won in turn 1.
That old chestnut.
Yeah. To finish first you have to finish. Which is ironic, seeing it was Michael Schumacher, I think, that said it, and he used to smack into everybody so that they didn't finish. So we look and see if folk have stayed on the same tyre. Yep.
Yeah, looks to be the
Still
same.
1 and 2. Yeah. 1 and 2 sticking with the mediums. The rest of the grid on the hard tyre. Gonna have a wee quick look at the standings. So, of the drivers competing tonight, the bit of intrigue in terms of the Drivers' Championship at the moment will be Magic Mag, who's currently leading X2 on 130 points, and then it's Jeff in second place on 105, so there is a 25 point difference. So that's the most significant battle in terms of the championship.
Yeah. Right.
And they head out on the formation lap,
I might stop on
weaving like a bunch of mofos.
I can't see the screen here, but let's just show me the race director. I'll get off there. Yeah, I'll see if it fixes itself, eh?
I think you'll have to leave the session and rejoin.
Like, glitch the session, though, we'll do it now.
No, I won't glitch the session because you're just spectating, you're not host or anything.
Leave.
I think it's to do with when the race starts. If you're in the director, I think it locks in.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, aren't you silly?
My bad.
So it's going to be interesting to see if the two AlphaTauris up front work together, or if we're going to see them battling. Will Edgar cede to his teammate and let him take the advantage in the race, seeing as he's the championship leader? Edgar's not completely out of it at the moment, I'd say, so he's sitting in 4th place with 77 points. That's quite a big gap, actually.
It's doable.
40.
No? A couple of results go your way, and all of a sudden you're back in it.
Yeah, I guess so. We do have a bit of a shortened season because of the earlier than expected release of the game, so I think we've only got a few rounds left, don't we?
Right.
So the grid are lining up. I think I might view on board from like 3rd back or something like that.
I'm on with Jeff at the minute.
And away we go.
Away he goes.
So I'm on board with Jeff, heading
We
down
got
to
a pretty
Town
good
1.
start.
In fact, I've moved back to Shikari just to get a good view of the first 4 cars. Down into Town 1, a bit of contact with Jeff there, he's pushed forward, and that's resulted in some contact behind. It looks like might be Vipa going into the back of Shikari, who's been spun out.
He's back down to 8th position now, so he's been the big loser in that set of circumstances.
Top 4 altogether still.
Be
Less
interesting
than a
to see if
second.
these
Top 5 in
Alpha guys
fact,
can
because
pull away now.
Ed's still on the back. Yep. There's no ERS burning going on from Mag and Edgar at the moment. Nor is Danny. Nor is Jeff. Nor is Lowe.
Sensible. I like it. You must start listening to us.
Honestly, this has got to be the most sensible ERS
It has.
usage I think I've ever seen.
Better
No, the
than
guys
next
up
one.
front are starting to push it a bit now. Maybe they're just waiting for their tyres to warm up after the first few turns.
Yeah, Dan's already out of DRS on the run two,
Yeah.
which is going to hurt him.
And through those fast turns, that's where the compound difference really begins to show. Danny a bit squirmy at the final turn there. It's given Jeff a bit of a run. I don't think he's... Oh no, he might have enough here. He's going for the inside. He's now just about alongside. Danny's leaving him room, but he's got a good
Yeah.
line around the outside and he closes off the gap.
You just don't want to be costing each other time there unless, you know.
Not sure we're going to have a great deal of cooperation between the Haas and the Alfa Romeo driver
Yeah.
though, unfortunately.
Ideally, you'd want to be working together to try and get back in DRS at the front too. Regardless of who you're with.
I think they're going to struggle to do that, to be honest, given that the first and second place are running the mediums. They're going to be faster, at least for this first few laps.
Oh,
Oh,
gets
Danny
a
had a
bit squirmy
moment.
there.
Looks like he's running quite low rear downforce. That's the second time he's had a bit of a moment. Jeff's dropped back a bit through that turn though, so... Guys up front look like they've gone into conservation mode. Lowe's fighting hard to get back on the back of Jeff as well. I don't know if Mike got caught up in that first turn incident or not, but he ended up down in 8th place. Fastest lap of the race so far, a 1:26.4 from Mag. That's a good lap time. Again, not really any ERS being used. Danny pushing hard to get on the back. He is bound to try and do that.
This is it now. Jeff can swing shot on the DRS straight and try and get a bit closer and we can work together. That'll be ideal. Oh, both Dan and Jeff went a bit squarey on the rear there.
Lowe's managed to get himself back on these two now, so he's also going to benefit from the DRS. Makes life quite difficult for Flavor behind, who's now 2 seconds off and will struggle to keep up with them as they form that train ahead.
Not an ideal position to be in.
So Jeff's in a decent position here to look for the overtake, but he's also got to be careful because Lowe behind is as close to him as he is to Danny ahead. Oh, very wide from Jeff there.
I think he's got to go for the move now, is he?
I would imagine he will do now.
He's 2060.
Danny deploying in defence. If I was Jeff, I would just back off here because the car ahead will likely be having to burn to stay ahead, but a bit strategic about it. You might be able to get the move the next time round.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Lowe watches with interest with his 70% of ERS, just holding back, waiting to see what happens. Meanwhile, at the front, Mag's checked out and left Edgar behind. He's burnt more ERS. I wonder if he looked to create that gap.
Maybe.
Jeff's dropped off Danny a bit here. He's gaining that time back though through the fast corners. If I was to say a guess, I'd say that Danny's running a little bit too low on the rear wing.
Yeah.
Been a bit squirmy coming out of some of the turns and he's losing a lot of time in the high speed. Oh, he's just caught the curb there as well.
Yeah, it's just Jeff's moment now to get past. That's job done for Jeff.
I think Lowe fancies some of this as well, but he's going to be too far back.
Yeah. Yeah, they've had to be enough send from there. Jeff now just under 3 seconds behind the next AlphaTauri. And he starts to close in.
Yep, he has his back on him again in the DRS. Looks like he's burnt a bit of ERS to get there. He's about 10% down on where he was before. Danny's sitting right on the diffuser of Jeff here.
Yeah, he's close.
Oh, there goes that rear end again. Look at that. Look at the speed difference. This is like watching Lewis Hamilton's onboard from Saudi with the McLaren just disappearing into the distance in Sector 1. Let's put Lowe a little bit on the back of Danny here. Oh, he's clipped that sausage curb again. But Daniel have DRS in defence.
Yeah,
does.
this is gonna be a battle, isn't it? These three.
Yeah. Looks developing into one of those race-long battles by the look of it.
Well, Dan's not in a good position. He's got 0 battery, whereas Jeff and Lowe both on 50%. So he's not in an ideal position.
Greg is right on the back of Mag again. His pace is increasing as well. Now this is interesting. Jeff in third place is only 2.5 seconds off the leading pair.
Yeah, he's gained a bit.
So they haven't managed to pull away at a rate that means they're going to have a crazy advantage going into the second stint.
I wouldn't say so.
So, in fact, Jeff's 3/10 up on his best lap time so far.
He started to turn the screw a bit, hasn't he?
Clearly pushing, yeah. Looking very tidy. He's broken DRS to Danny behind. I'll put him at risk from Lowe.
Yeah. I don't think Lowe's interested in
Lowe's a little bit too far back. Oh, he's going to try and go for the outside. There's not a space there though, and he's backed out.
This is going to help Jeff, surely.
I'd imagine so, yeah.
Yeah, he's squeezed out of the DRS now, so he's...
Oh, look at that. It's going to be a purely ERS overtake because Danny's got nothing left. It's costing him on the straights. His focus needs to be to stick on the back of Lowe and stay there.
Yeah, he needs to stay with him and sit build his battery back up.
I think potentially, perhaps the setup's even the same, but we could be just seeing the difference between someone on pad on this track and then the two guys on wheel. Because Jeff and Lowe are both wheel users and Danny's pad. And it seems to be the traction exits that he's really struggling with.
Yeah, I mean, Danny's been the biggest loser so far, losing 2 positions.
Does look like those hard tyres don't really suit him.
Yeah.
He's got a good run out of the final turn though, so he's going to be still on the back of these two ahead. Low closing up on Jeff. So Jeff's now lost another 1.2 seconds to the front pairing. Again, I'd say he hasn't yet dropped far enough away that he's at risk of having no chance of the win.
Oh, Lowe's gone. Lowe's lost the rear. And that's him out.
Nope, he's still going.
He's managed to go. I'm not sure if he's got damage or not. Doesn't look like.
And he's back on track, okay.
His front wing looks to be intact. You just need to be careful on their tyres.
Come back out in front of Zola.
I'm sure Mike will be happy about that. He's got someone to battle now.
I think he was singing All By Myself yesterday, was he not?
Yeah.
Must feel like more of the same. Can't really tell from the onboard shots. Yeah, it looks like Lowe's wing is intact. So they're starting to spread out a bit here, the field.
Yeah, I mean, the closest on track's the front two and their teammates, so you don't expect to see any real battle going on there.
Yeah, Mike and Edgar, the two cars with DRS at the moment. So these three could be shaping up for a wee battle here, because you've got Shikari just down the road from Low, with Zola sitting in the DRS of Low at the moment.
Yeah, hopefully he can stay with Low and then we can have a little battle.
Well, I think they're all making gains on Shikari at the moment. Oh, just outside at the moment. Yeah, Low's managed to get himself into the DRS of Shikari, so I think he's going to be too far back this lap, but if he can close up. I really didn't make much of an impression on the straight there at all. Low needs to just not be impatient here. It's only taken him a couple of laps to get on the back of Shikari here, so just picks his moment. He needs to nail this turn. Come on, let's go. Yeah, he's quite close going into the final turn here. Might be in with a shot of getting the overtake done. Yeah, I think he should have him here. Shikari's burning in defense. And yeah, he's got the move done into turn 1. Low up to 6th place. Next car up the road, 3.8 seconds, is Flavor. Down 3.6 already.
Yeah. Good to go there.
So we're going to make a prediction on how many cars are going to run out of fuel. Or do you think they were all listening to our chat pre-race? I'm going to go for 3 drivers are going to run out of fuel.
I mean, this track gives me anxiety for fuel usage. It's that bad.
I know.
Thinking about it now.
Oh, Eggers. Clearly choosing to sit behind. He's now got significantly more ERS than Mag ahead, who's doing all the hard work, cutting a hole in the air.
Yeah, it looks like he's just got to wait to pounce at him and do his dirty at the end, maybe.
I think a lot's going to come down to who gets preferential treatment in the pit stop. And we worked at what, about 3 seconds is the undercut?
Yep.
So I'd imagine they'll probably run it like most teams do in the lead car. We'll get first stop. Interesting, Jeff's starting to close in a little bit. Well,
yeah, I think them hard tyres will be... yeah. I should imagine their mediums are really hitting right now.
Yeah,
maybe these guys are going for softs. Because I think that, I'm sure mediums, you're supposed to pit lap 10. Lap 10 or 11, and you've gone past the pit again. So,
I think 13, 14's probably... I think it must be 13, 14 is the stop. I don't think you can take the mediums long enough to get to the softs.
No, it's 14 from hards. Hard to medium. You pit on like 14 from or hard, don't you?
No,
So
15,
what?
16.
What is it?
Yeah,
No.
15, 16.
Oh, I pit lap 14 yesterday in that race. I'm getting confused there.
I think at least one of them will be in this lap.
I'd like to think so.
The tyres must be pretty much finished now. Although, saying that, through Sector 1, Edgar was only 2/10 off his best first sector.
Yeah, these guys look like they've got some pace in the bag. That's what I'd say. The two alphas have got pace in the bag.
Interesting. Edgar burning. Looks like Mag was doing some burning as well. He's almost below the 20% threshold.
I'm not going in. These guys might be going for soft, you know.
I just don't think it can be done.
I mean,
if you're running a set of hards at the end of the race, and they're like, sorry, mediums at the end of the race that you've stopped on lap 15, I think I stopped on those tyres. They had like 60% wear on them at the end of the race.
Don't forget, these have been on the mediums on full fuel as well, which is a lot. It's going to take even more out the tyres in the second stint, I think, but it'll be interesting to see. But
I'm not really sure why, but Mag's just burnt through all of his ERS.
Edgar's looking really comfortable.
I guess it's going to be about whether he actually takes the lead from him or not.
Jeff's losing more time.
Yeah, he's falling back
Back
a
down
little
to
bit.
5 seconds, yeah.
In all of that, we've missed the fact that Lowe's boxed early.
The race is that quiet, you don't know where to look. It's not spread out and that, you know.
And there we go, that's Mag in. So lead car's got the preferential stop. Oh, very cautious to the line.
Yeah.
Very similar to what I do.
Oh, I don't. I go close to the wall. Bobby breaks up, go over the line.
So Danny boxing as well. Flavor, Shikari, all in.
Yeah, Mag's gone for hards.
Not really surprising.
Expecting
Medium
the
for
guys to go
Danny.
mediums. Oh, Low gets a time penalty for multiple warnings.
Medium for Flavor. Medium for Shikari. And Low has the prize for the first time penalty for track limits, which I am delighted to see is taken to lap 15 for somebody to pick one up.
I didn't expect that. I mean, I expected
No.
it to be worse than X1.
Now, interestingly, Mag has come out of the pits. Bear in mind he needs to push, and he's come out behind Mike.
Alright, is Mike going to do Jeff a favour here, do you think? Teammates? Is he going to try and hold them up and battle?
I think he will make that the widest Alfa Romeo in existence.
He's certainly entitled to.
This is 4 positions, so there's no requirement for Zola to move over here at all.
That's Edgar in the pits as well.
Oh, Mag's very impatient here.
That's one thing you can't be on this track. You've got to be patient. He knows he's got the pace. He's on fresher tyres.
Got a little bit of lag kicking in there. Second to last. I think Mike might be boxing. No, he's not. He's going defensive into the final 10. Mag's taking a tighter line to try and get the DRS, which he's managed to do.
Mike's done. He's got no battery.
I think he's done everything he can there to try and give Jeff the best opportunity close the gap a little. So Jeff has just come out of the pits down into turn 1, and he is 2.7 seconds behind Mag.
Ooh.
So that bit of work there Mike has done has half the gap.
He's done well. He's done well for his teammate, that's for sure.
And meanwhile, while that's been going on, Lowe, who pitted first, has set the current fastest lap of the race. Which is, if I can remember where I'm looking for that, a 1:26.1. Jeff coming onto the back of Mike now. I think what we might see here is Mike stay out an extra lap just to give Jeff DRS.
Yeah, that looks like the play.
Which is exactly what he's done. It's the only reason he would stay out for another lap.
Yeah,
and he's moved over.
That's teamwork for you.
Magic Mag with the fastest lap at 25.3.
Danny
And then Danny immediately with a
25
25 flat.
Wow.
That's a really good lap time from Danny, who's now right on the back of
quick.
Mike. I think he's just going to be maybe able to outdrive him. Problem for Danny is he doesn't really... Oh, he's made contact with the right rear of Mike. Oh, Lowe's coming around this turn. It's okay, Danny's out of the way. Some of these turns, unfortunately, you're just not really able to make a move. And that's one of them, I think. So Jeff's pushing, trying to get on the back of Mag. Interestingly, after those stops, because of the delay that Mag suffered passing Mike, Edgar came out ahead.
Yeah. Gap as well now.
And Mag has completely run his ERS out. He's on 0%. And now Edgar's sitting on 65. So the tables very much have turned in the AlphaTauri camp. I think Jeff could be in with a shout of a second place here.
Would be a really good result if he could get it. He's looking alright on the mediums just now.
Meanwhile, a bit further down in the battle for 5th place, we've got Shikari coming onto the back of Flavor. Oh, he's just dropped out of DRS though. Spoke too soon.
Oh, I'll be back in 2 minutes, so.
Yep. Needs to keep it neat and tidy, stay on the back of Flavor. Taking a couple more tenths out of him. Just going at this rate, he should be in a decent position coming into the start-finish straight, which is where he'll want to get the move done. Coming through the fast section. All these turns, full beans. Oh, bit of hesitation there. Dropped a little back. See what it can gain in the final turn. Oh, looks like Flavor's gone wide ahead of him. Dropped some time. Definitely a shout here. Flavor's almost out of ERS, but so is Shikari. Yeah, easily get the move done here. Shikari up into 5th place. Fortunately, I think unless something happens, that'll be about as high as he can... Oh no, in fact, sorry, no, I'm reading that wrong. It's 2.5 seconds down on Low. We're going to cut back to Jeff now, who's Staying within touching distance of the leading pair. I wonder if we're going to have some team orders here because Egg is continuing to not use his ERS. Mag's burning everything he's got. And so by not burning anything, Egg is allowing Mag to catch him. He's almost got himself back in DRS. Jeff doing a bit of hunting here. He's on the faster tyre. Oh, and we've had Danny in his recovery overtaking Flavour. Next on the track is Shikari. Still a great deal of points on off that he could achieve here, Danny, so I'd definitely keep battling away here. Jeff continuing to close on Mag. Mag with no ERS again.
Right, I'll come back.
Worries. So Danny having cleared, Flavour is right on the back of Shikari now. Both of them with very little ERS. Oh, he should have the momentum here. Get the move done into turn 1, which he does.
He's got this one. Good move.
That's Danny back up to 5th place after his clumsy move on Zola.
Yeah, he should have Q4 wrapped up here. He's on 6 lap outside with low. I know it's only 1 lap difference in the age of tyres, but it makes a difference, especially on this track.
Yeah, he's also got the advantage that Low's running a penalty at the moment.
Yeah, Jeff's looking pretty racy at the minute too.
Yeah, he's been pushing to get back on the front ones. So Low and Vipper, the only 2 drivers with penalties, and they're both on 3 seconds at the moment. So Jeff's been hovering around the 1.7 to 1.8, so he's closed it down. Now, I think there's some help going on here. I think Edgar's backed off in order to get Mag in the DRS.
Yeah, it looks that way. I think that's gonna maybe put it out to Jeff's reach unless they make a mistake.
You can see that's already helped them pull a half second. Yeah.
Jeff is looking really quick in this first sector though. He's gained 3 tenths back already.
Shikari's not losing touch with Danny.
No,
Danny's starting to close on Low ahead. Taking half a second out of him so far. I think unfortunately for Jeff, I think these 2 guys ahead working together is probably going to spell the end of his challenge for 1st or 2nd. I mean, unless these 2 start fighting. Shikari has DRS, but I think he's just a bit too far away here. Danny moving right defensively, I'm not really sure he needs to. So I think we kind of suspected this might happen with the two AlphaTauris out front. They've just managed the race and just kept it together.
Yeah. It's looking a tall order for Jeff to get back up to them now.
Yeah, the DRS is just too much of an advantage, I think.
Shikari's just been dropped out of DRS by Danny as well, so he can get back in before the straight.
Yeah, he's stopped gaining on low now though. Danny's probably about the last driver with a decent shout of taking another position. I don't know if these guys up front are starting to struggle a bit now. Jeff's just taken 4/10 out of them.
Yeah, he's picking up the pace.
I will happily be proved wrong. Got down to 1.5 seconds, under that now. We'll see how close he can stay going down the straight. So he's down to 1.2 seconds behind. Now we're seeing the advantage of the DRS. So it's gone back up to 1.8 seconds by turn 1. So actually that was worth 7/10. Crazy. Danny continuing to work hard to try and catch low ahead. So I'm not seeing any sign of red fuel gauges at the moment.
No, I've just had a little flick through. I can't see any myself. 4 laps left.
Jeff again closing it by the end of the lap to 1.4 seconds, but
Mag's got no battery as well, and Edgar looks to be struggling, but Jeff's in the same boat. He just can't seem to get enough. It's a tough position to be in.
and it looks like the leading pair are coming up to lap Vipper. So what's your money on, Kev? Are they going to swap positions? And Mag get the win? the championship leader?
I don't know.
Doesn't look like it at the moment, does it?
I mean, if that was me in P1, I wouldn't be like, you passed.
Well, we all know that,
No,
but that's because you're a crap
well,
teammate.
I would.
So Edgar's going to benefit from some DRS here, and very wisely Vippa moves over to the right. Does the same for Mag. And Low picks up another 3 seconds, so that's 6 seconds of time penalties now for Low, which will drop him back to 6th place as it currently stands.
All the AlphaTauris have got to do now is manage that gap to Jeff, and they're good.
Yeah, it's such a frustrating position to be in, being on great tyres, light fuel, pushing like a mofo, but you just can't fully combat the DRS.
Yeah, it's a shame no one's been able to get in with the AlphaTauris since the start. Like you said, it might have been worth a gamble matching their strategy just to stay with them.
Yeah, they've never really given up that advantage they gained at the start, although Jeff's getting close again here. He's got it down to 1.4.
He's got the
burning
pace.
a little bit.
The DRS is just killing him. 1.3.
1.3. Oh, 1.2. Oh my god.
Jeff, every bit you've got.
No, he's going to be outside it. Oh,
He should have
10th
dumped
and
his
a half.
battery. He should have used every last bit of it just to get up to him.
He's got a good run at the final turn, so I think even after the DRS straight here, he's going to end out somewhere around about 1.5. That's 3 seconds for Shikari, so that's going to cost him, because now he will still end out behind Low.
So Jeff ideally needs to be there or thereabout at the end of this lap. He needs to see if he can claw that time back again.
Well, that's it. I think he will do this time, because he's already as close now as he was at the tail end of the last lap. So I think Jeff's got a great opportunity to get into DRS here.
Great stint from Jeff, hasn't it?
Certainly has been. Oh, a good wee short shift on the exit there. Kept it stable. This is where he was gaining lots of time last lap, 1.2. Oh, a little wiggle there, but he's kept it together. Oh, he's just dropped back a bit, unfortunately. Oh, I think he might. No, he didn't. Oh, I can't believe that. He was so close to getting the DRS there. Oh, he's going to have double whammy now because he's also out of DRS now, so he's going to be costing a straight line. That's a great exit there. He's under the second now.
Interesting battle at the back is Mike. I'll stay with Mike on flavour. He's less than 3 tenths behind. He should get him here. Go on, Mike. P7, here we go. Mike gets the move going on
the last lap, though. I think he's going to run out of laps. In fact, he's already run out of laps. He's not going to get the DRS. Oh, if he'd have one more lap, he would have. I think he would have had him, if I'm honest. That hard tire looks awful in the second stint.
Yeah, it's not the way to go. Medium hard's not the way.
Oh, he's pushing hard.
Lucky Jeff.
Oh, Mag is really struggling with those tyres.
Yeah, I think Edgar saved him there. I think he definitely saved him. He'll probably save himself. Because Jeff would have probably got past a lot sooner.
So Edgar takes the win for AlphaTauri. Mag takes second place again for AlphaTauri. So I think that might be maximum points. Did you see who got the fastest lap? Nope, Danny's got the fastest lap.
Yeah, Danny got fastest lap.
So all but 1
was it?
point claimed by AlphaTauri, and then Jeff completing the podium in 3rd place with a great drive. Lowe's come home in 4th, Danny's recovered to 5th.
Kari in P6.
Kari comes from 6th. And Mike P7, followed by Flavor P8, and Vipper must have passed somewhere in the top order there, finishing last in 9th. So, as predicted, points for everybody! Woo!
It's a pretty clean race as well, no?
It was, yeah, not many penalties either, which is quite impressive. Well done, everyone. Good drives. So, confirmation of our order then. So, XRL Egg finishes with 1st place for AlphaTauri. Magic Mag 2nd place for AlphaTauri. Jeff in 3rd for Alfa Romeo. And that completes the podium. Then you've got Lowe in 4th, Danny in 5th, Shikari, Zola, Flavor, and Vipper. Only 4 time penalties, 2 of them for Lowe, 1 for Shikari, and 1 for Vipper.
That's pretty good, isn't it?
It is for this track, honestly. I was expecting to see some like numbers in the millions, if I'm honest. Bonus point going to Danny for fastest lap with a 1:25.047, which coincidentally enough is about 2.7 seconds faster than last year's lap record. So well done, Danny. You're faster than in real life. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I'm just going to check out what next week is.
Brazil.
It's Brazil.
Yeah,
Another
it's
great
Brazil.
track. Fantastic. Yep. I think we'll see a better attendance there, because I think a lot of the pad users just didn't fancy this track, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
So, thank you very much for watching, and we will see you all in a week's time.
Bye.
Catch you later.